quarterback a chance to make that play.
He hands it off from the gun. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
They're setting out to try the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Hand it off for a draw. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the pressure gets home. It's a sack. The Nittany Lions will line up to boot it away. And this drive moves backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid, right down for a touchdown. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
And they never had a chance tackle in the backfield. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield and rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. It's Davis. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind...
It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. The Wolverines will come to the line to run the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, look at the throw. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Boy, what patience here by this quarterback. I thought he might try to get it downfield, get a little impatient. Instead, why not just check it down to the most gifted guy on your team? Get him out in space, let him do the rest of the work for a touchdown.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner will be brought down. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. He hands it to the back. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. And this will be fair caught at the 35-yard line. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Caught behind the line. It's Hansen. Defense brings him to the ground as the final seconds of the 1st half tick away. Minute's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. 2 quarters down in the Big Ten Championship. A couple of incredibly worthy teams battling for their rightful place in the history of this great conference. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the exciting conclusion of the Big Ten Championship.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. And the Wolverines will kick this away to begin the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. 1st down here for this offense.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And the pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And now they'll run it on the draw. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. And the Nittany Lions come to the line to run the hurry-up. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. It's a quick grab. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44. The Nittany Lions come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's moving out of the pocket now. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Boy, how about the push up front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. And you think back to the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line play just like that.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
The Nittany Lions will have to kick this away. Back out to punt for the 4th time today. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Hands off to the fullback. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Incomplete, a huge 4th down stand by this defense.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. The pass is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? That's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. That run moves the ball across the 35. Well, they feed the fullback here, and the big fella with a solid gain there.
Yeah, there aren't a whole lot of college offenses that still display a fullback. It sure is nice to see a guy that not only can block most of the game, but occasionally get his hands on the football and get some positive yards. Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Can he make it to the marker? The Wolverines will try to keep this drive moving.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
The Wolverines begin a new series here, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Davis. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Tackle finally made, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it at the 34.
Man, I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
And the Wolverines pick up enough for a first down here.
Al, 55, weak.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. When offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. They'll try and run it with the fullback. Ball carrier brought down what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. So Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. And they got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's review how we got here. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Pressure is coming. Running back grabs it on a screen. Tough running there. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Wolverines looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. The big fullback's got it here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Davis. He's got it right near the end zone. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. The Wolverines will line up here on 1st down and goal. And now a carry here for the fullback. And he powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Chris, you don't see it often, but how much do I love seeing that fullback get a touchdown. He blocks all the time. They rarely give him a chance to get his hands on the ball, and when he does, he's rewarded with 6 points.
Here comes the point after attempt. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. second down after that completion. From the gun, he looks for an open man. It's an out route, the catch made. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory, tackled at the 45. And the Nittany Lions looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Quick throw to the left side, and it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad read. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Looking to throw it again. Eludes the rush. And the sophomore's got him for a sack. Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pressure coming, and they've got him again. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And the ball is picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. This has been a dominant performance so far. Up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. Finding space at the 20. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a first and goal. Well, finally some room to run for this back. The defense had done a good job for containing him until that play.
Well, they've done a really good job up to this point, Chris, of containing him. He finally does get out, but I think it's an example of why you don't give up on the running game. Even when you're not necessarily coming up with big carries, you're just kind of body blowing this defense, and eventually, bang, you're able to hit a big one here when it really matters.
The defense backed up against their own end zone. Send the back in motion. They feed the fullback this time. Touchdown, Wolverines. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Return begins inside the 10. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain of occupation. Getting set. Here's second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's picked for a third time tonight. Gets past the tackler into open space now. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work for the 44.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Here comes the first play of the drive now from the 44.
Lasso.
Back in motion now. You give it to the big fullback here. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the fullback takes a turn running the football. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. To throw, it's Davis. Catch made on the right side. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
Caught quickly. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field. Somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Tackle made at the 26, good enough for a first down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Makes a quick grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
You see more and more offenses in college football going with 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Snags the quick throw. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down, you got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision and accurate.
Touchdown, Michigan. And the route is on.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Now they'll go for a 2-point conversion.
Easy.
Quarterback's got it on the option. Oh, the ball comes loose. The ball bounces out of bounds, and the offense will hold on to possession. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. This has been a long afternoon for this offense. All that's left, got to get some consolation points here. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. And looking to throw now on first down. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here.
Oh, and they've got him, and that will do it as this game ends on a sack. always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big